My name is Comrade Victor Oje. I'm the PRO of Delta State Coalition of Civil Societies and Media on COVID-19 Task Force. The Asaba Airport concession done by Delta State government and the concessionaire companies, it was done in secrecy and in bad faith. Why do I say so? Normally, when you want to go into concession, you can see what federal government is doing now. There have been a lot of publication that Lagos and Abuja airport, they want to concession both airports, and you see the publicity and the media stunts that the federal government have been carrying out to sensitize the public about these actions from the federal government in terms of procurement and concessioning. But here in Delta State, the government did adverts, but they did not make sure that it was the Deltans were carried along in terms of making sure that they did enough radio jingle, TV adverts, flyers, and all the various types of adverts to let the people know. You also see that the Delta line that was also divested, there was a divestment between Delta State government and God is Good. You will see that the divestment is not really yielding results, because most Delta line buses, you hardly see Delta line on the highway. You see more of God is Good, and this Delta line transport is the heritage of Deltans. So why will you divest, and also not just that, invest more money into God is Good? Because in 2019, Delta State government bought more buses and gave to God is Good. You will now ask yourself, why is it that Delta State government has the smaller percentage, 40% in the agreement, then why are they still investing more? Is it not God is Good that has 6% that would have invested more? So you see that Delta State government, they don't really have the interest of Deltans at heart. That is why they will go and concession Asaba airport without carrying Deltans and the public along. If you go and ask the market woman if she's aware of the transaction between state government and the other company, they will tell you they don't know. Why? Because there was not enough advert. Civil society was not also carried along, and by virtue of the Procurement Act and law, civil society was supposed to be carried along, but we were not carried along. So the Asaba airport concession, we are going to challenge it in court. We are currently in court with the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, because we want to have access to the agreements between the concessionaire and the state government, so that we will understand what happened there. If there is any fraudulent motive, we will understand. And coupled with the fact that the airport was built with almost 40 billion naira, when you check the 30 years duration, you will find out that it's a loss business for Delta State government. Because if we had fixed 40 billion naira at an interest rate of 10% or 12% with any banks in Nigeria, we will be getting about 4 billion naira in a year interest. So why will you concession an airport at a very low rate, not even up to 1 billion naira per year in the revenue that will be generated? So you see that the Asaba airport concession will be challenged in court shortly.
Thank you very much. Airport. Did you hear anything about it?
No.
I don't know. You know say government don't concession the airport?
I hear.
How you take here?
I hear through person now, through news. But now that we have not going and they do.
Okay, what will be your name?
My name is Samuel.
Okay, you be bus driver?
Yes, Asaba driver.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I think I had it
Through which means, man?
through the media now, social media, and through the social media.
What do you think about the concession in 30 years?
It's okay for me. What we want is development, and our governor is doing a very good job.
But what's your name, man?
My name is Amaka
Amaka who?
Onfoju.
Okay, thank you, man. So, what's your name, sir?
I'm Asima Simon Onyajodo.
Okay, are you a resident of
Delta State.
Okay, are you aware about the concessioning of the Asaba airport?
I'm not.
Well, have you heard about it that it has been concessioned? Government don't give out to private people when they handle it.
No, I never hear about that.
I've not heard anything about the airport.
But you don't hear when government talk say they won't give out to private people when they handle it, like Delta line.
No, I have no yet. I didn't hear.
What's your name, man?
My name is Miss Chomo Collier.
My name is Odun Nanya Follow. Okay, but
carrying workforce. Apple play.
okay, if that will do it, it's okay now. But I have never had of that.